I can't wait to get back to my little grass shack in Kehelekakua, Hawaii, where all the huma huma nuku nuku apua go swimming by. Oh, hello, aloha. My name's Jason. I work for Howard Brothers Duluth. I'm at my house today, and I'm going to show you a couple of recipes that I like to cook on my Traeger. One of them is a pineapple casserole. The other one's a coconut egg custard pie. They remind me a lot of a few years back I lived in Hawaii. The recipes I actually learned of here in Georgia and took them to Hawaii, and nobody had ever seen anything like them there, and they were a huge hit at Puna Baptist Church at all the potlucks. Let's begin. So it's always a good idea to wash your hands first. Once you've washed your hands, you can go an extra step with some TheraWorks Protect. It's an advanced hygiene and barrier system. It cleans the hands, supports skin's natural functions, and protects skin with powerful ingredients. It's a foam. Rub it all around and in between. That's TheraWorks Protect. Pick some up at Howard Brothers today. You will need about 12 ounces of grated cheddar. The original recipe calls for 2 20-ounce cans of pineapple chunks drained. A few years ago I didn't have a second can of chunks. I used a can of crushed, and I like that consistency a little better. 1 cup of sugar, 3 tablespoons all-purpose flour, a small amount of the pineapple juice that you drain from the cans, 8 tablespoons of butter, and a sleeve of Ritz crackers. I'm starting the Traeger on smoke, and I'm going to be using a pecan wood pellet. In a saucepan, you're going to combine the sugar, the flour, and just a small amount of the juice, just enough juice to keep it wet, keep it from burning. You're going to cook this at medium-high, stirring constantly until it becomes smooth. Sugar, the flour, and we'll start with just maybe that much, making a mess. All right, so it's been about 6 minutes since I got the temperature up. I've added about twice as much juice as I started with. I've also reduced the heat to medium. You don't want to cook it too fast and too hot, or the sugar will turn into a rock candy. So at this time, I'm going to start adding a little of the cheese and the butter I've cut down into tablespoon sizes. I'm going to add 7 of the tablespoons slowly into this. I'm going to save 1 tablespoon back. I'll show you when we get to the end. But just add things slowly, or it just becomes too heavy to stir and stuff. The cheese won't melt as nice and neatly. Once the butter and the cheese are got a good melt going, I'm going to go ahead with the pineapple chunks first and add those in. Turn the temperature down just a little bit more. And the crushed. And just stir it all together really well. And so now we'll take and add it all into a, what is this, a 9x9 casserole dish. Make it even. You want to take your sleeve of Ritz crackers, pound them with your fist, pound them with a can. Just go easy, don't let the bag explode and get crackers all over the place. Crush them up pretty evenly. A few big chunks won't matter, but what we're going to do is top this casserole with the Ritz crackers. All right, all crushed up, ready to go. Out of the way. We're just going to go back and forth, trying not to make a mess, get them very even. My consistency wasn't very good. All right. Using my impeccably clean hands, I'm going to break up a few of these large chunks and smooth this around some. Good coverage. All right. Okay, so that last tablespoon of butter, I microwaved it for about 10-15 seconds. You know, worked it, just got it, just melted down, not cooked, boiling or anything. And I'm just going to drizzle it back and forth over the top of the crackers. All right, and we are ready to bake this thing in the Traeger. All right, the casserole's ready, the Traeger's smoking. I'm going to put it inside, smoke it for about 35 to 40 minutes. Then I'll turn the temperature up to 350 degrees. Normally you would put this in the oven at 350 and bake it for half an hour. I'm going to start checking it at about 15 to 20 minutes because of the smoking time and make sure it's not looking like it's going to bubble over or burn or anything like that. And for the pies, we have 2 cups of milk, 1 cup of shredded coconut, half a cup of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 3/4 cup of sugar, 8 tablespoons of butter, and 4 eggs. We're just going to simply mix all the ingredients together, pour them into 2 pie pans, and get them in the Traeger. Okay, so the pies are ready. I forgot to mention earlier, they do form their own crust. You don't need to buy a crust. There's just enough room for them in this Traeger. I'm going to let them smoke for a little while, and then they also cook at 350 degrees, but for 45 minutes. So with the smoking time, I'll probably start checking them around 30 minutes to see how they're doing. I can't wait. All right, so we've been smoking for about 40 minutes now. So I'm gonna turn the Traeger up to 350. All right, so it'll take it a little bit to get up to temperature. It's looking good. All right, it's been about 30 minutes now. I checked on it at 20 minutes and it wasn't quite ready yet. So let's see how that casserole is doing. Oh yeah, that looks much better. The crackers are brown on the top. It looks like the cheese and pineapple are bubbling on the inside. The pies have a little longer to go. We'll go ahead and get that casserole out. Yummy. All right, so it's been another 10 minutes, so that should put the pies at around 40. Oh yeah, the one on top especially. Oh yeah, they're done. All right, so let me grab the stuff to take them out with. We're gonna take and turn the Traeger down to shut down cycle. Take it about 10 minutes to finish that, and I'll get the pies out and get them inside and let them start cooling. All right, got my pot holders. Yeah, I wish the bottom one had browned a little more. Yeah, that was really good. I really wonder if it browned more because it was near the top of the grill and maybe the surface of the heat from the top reflecting back down on it. Because this one looks a little browner just under the grate, but not out in the front where it's all open. This little optional shelf on the front of this Traeger, absolute must. Unless you've got a countertop out in your yard to work with. So yeah, the casserole turned out great. I would say the pie that was in the top, on the top rack, might actually got a little too dark around the edge. The other one looks like it's a little soft in the middle, like it could even go back in the oven for a little bit. So I guess the lesson here is if you do put a pie on that top rack, maybe rotate it with the bottom pie halfway through or something, because I guess heat does rise. It would be hotter in the top of the Traeger than in the middle. So didn't think it would honestly be that big a difference, but it was. All right, so I got my beautiful wife Joy here with me. She's gonna be our taste tester. Joy, which one would you like to try?
Can I try this pineapple casserole?
Please, I will try a little of the coconut egg custard pie. Yeah, I'm not tasting the smoke like I thought I might.
Yeah, this pineapple casserole is really good. It's crunchy.
This is good, but yeah, no smoke. Can I try some of that? Yeah, a little smoke, a little bit.
A little bit sweet.
Yeah, this one's actually absolutely a dessert. The pineapple casserole, my family always ate it with dinner, but I think it's as kind of a hybrid. A lot of people think of it as a dessert. I think it kind of goes in between because it is on the sweet side because there is quite a bit of sugar in there and then the pineapple. But yeah, coconut egg custard, crustless pie. Yeah.
It's very tasty.
All right. Well, that's our video.
You did a good job.
Thanks for watching. Aloha.